Good morning. There's even some blue sky up there. Let's go hiking. This is one of those mornings where it's difficult to know what to wear. I started out in my long pants, but got too warm hiking up this mountain, so went to the shorts and took off my raincoat / windbreaker as well. Good morning! Welcome to the White Mountains. We are Stick the Eagle, and today we are climbing Osceola and East Osceola, two White Mountain 4,000 footer peaks. We are starting from an elevation of 2,200 feet, and the temperature is 52 degrees. So a nice, pleasant, cool morning. There is rain showers in the forecast later today, so we got an early start to try to beat that while we have some blue sky. So we'll see how it goes. Never been on this trail before. Definitely White Mountain-like with big rocks. But it's a beautiful morning for a hike. What morning isn't? Unless it's like a hurricane or something. Again, love the quiet out here. Keep wanting to say to myself, it hasn't been that bad yet of a trail, but I don't want to eat my words either. So much for that blue sky we saw earlier. We're now in a cloud. Weather can change quickly here in the Whites for sure. That's why I came prepared with rain layers and multiple layers. Currently it's just about 7 in the morning. Still early yet. That is where we came from. Something that makes me question whether this is actually the Whites is this. It's a switchback. Really? I like switchbacks, but switchbacks seem to be uncommon here in the White Mountains. So God placed something on my heart right now. And it's like, it's probably too personal to ask about. But you guys have been praying for me and things that I've talked about. I want to pray for you too. So today's engagement, if you feel okay about it, and if you don't, just message me privately and I'll pray for you. But tell me something that I can pray for you for. And the great thing is, if you do comment on YouTube about it, if it's not too personal, even if it is, if you feel okay sharing it, then you can have everybody who reads those comments engage in prayer. And then we can have, 20, 30, 100 prayer warriors praying for the same thing. And prayer changes things. So let me know what I or we can pray for you. And like I said, if it's too personal or private, message me on Instagram or Facebook. I'd love to hear it and still pray for you. And if you're not too religious, that's okay. You can keep watching. I will not be talking about religion and prayer all the time. I just come up occasionally, so if you can look past those few moments, then I'd love to still have you following along on our mountain treks. Look at that lovely view, everyone. Amazing, right? Must thank the trail maintainers who come out and cut these trees that fall down. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate those trees being cleared. Definitely starting to get windy. Try to get traction on this rock here. It's not too windy where I'm at. I mostly just hear the wind, but something to be aware of. Good thing about climbing Osceola is that you don't really get above tree line except for the very top. I think we're getting kind of close to that point. But if we were doing some of those higher summits, then it wouldn't be smart to go above tree line when you know there's possible weather moving in and it's getting windier. Well, some bedrock climbing. This is slanted stuff. Hopefully get a good enough grip on this rock here. See, my feet are slanted as I kind of try to get a grip on this. I think I'm going to go down here. Let's keep going. You know, when you're hiking along, just minding your own business, and then you just unknowingly just brush against a tree like this, and you get the whole drops of water coming down from that tree. Give you a nice morning shower. Like I almost did for this one. I've been getting a few showers. Also silk blazing, because you know that's so much fun. Silk blazing when you are the first one up the trail and you cross all the spider webs that the little spiders made overnight. That's why I love hiking, y'all. You know, part of the reason we climb these mountains is because we get so rewarded by the views at the top. And unfortunately, at Tecumseh yesterday and now Osceola today, there's no views to be had. It's brightening up. I'm like, is that sunshine? Does it speak about that? So it's disappointing. I came here to hike the Whites and I don't have any views, but it's not all about the views. It's somewhat about the exercise too. Though I do remember thinking when Bugs and Bushmen were showing their pictures of Mount Washington and it was fogged in, you could see nothing. I was like, why would you want to hike Mount Washington in that? Good morning, I think we're about there. Nice summit fog right here. Here we go. Because there's a wrench in the ground. There is something there, remnants of a tower. So here we are. We have arrived at the summit of Mount Osceola. Number 22. Hey, sunshine! Look at that! Number 22 here on the 48 New Hampshire 4,000 footers. Yay! There's the sun up there trying to poke through, I think. That makes me feel good about continuing on to East Osceola. So this is not a side trail, it's actually a view trail. So we're gonna take this view trail and I don't think there'll be a view today. But, oh, I'm gonna get wet if I go that way. But we might as well still check it out. Here we are. Here's the actual fire tower. This is a better spot for a gorgeous view, isn't it? There's the sun. Lots of space. Welcome again to Mount Osceola. There's the view and the fire tower. And just for completion's sake, here's the top, tallest rock in the area. Another view and we're going down to get to East Osceola. It's only a mile by trail, so not too far. Hold on. A very brief opening. I can see a little bit of something. The great thing is, as we go into the shoulder between Osceola and East Osceola, is that we're going to be walking this ridge for a little bit, that mile out there, and then we're going to be right back to Osceola Peak on the way back to the car. So if we miss any view there and the sun starts coming out, we should get it on the way back. Well, if we can't see our destination right in front of us, there is East Osceola right there. And we are going down and then up again over to East Osceola and then coming back. Still cloudy over on that side, but cool, we get to see our destination. Take a look. Blue skies coming out again. Blue skies falling on me. What is it, Clayton? I forgot the rest. The view where we just were is still clouded in, but you come to the back side and it's completely different. We're gonna have to come right back up this, guys. That's the fun of the whites. A bit more of a view right there. Snow! We're in the saddle now between the two mountains. Don't worry, I'm gonna film the chimney. We're going back there too, but I really just want to make sure I get to East Osceola, so then I'm heading back if the rain does come that it's supposed to. We'll keep going up. Sometimes it's amazing just to sit, take a break, and talk with one other person that you've seen out here. I like the solitude when I'm hiking by myself. That's definitely enjoyable. But it's also fun when I see another random person in the woods and get to talk with them too. I like both worlds. Could this be it? Yeah, this is it. This is it. Always noted by a pile of rocks. Welcome to East Osceola, number 23 of our 4,000 footers. And the trail just ahead has seen a tree that goes towards the other side. Nothing much that way except for the long extended trail toward the Tri-Pyramids and Whiteface and past the Conaway if you keep going that way, but it's a ways. I've decided to charge my camera, the camera that I'm currently holding. But my charging bag to my camera here seems to have gotten a hole in it already. This Ziploc bag is not going to cut it for keeping my electronics safe and dry.
Here with Brian at East Osceola.
Enjoying a great conversation here. It's great to meet you.
Great day for a hike. A great
Beautiful
day to meet
day.
you too.
Any day it's not like super windy or whatever.
Hidden in the trees here.
Yeah, we
It's
just
nice.
both decided to come up here today and meet a random person. So
It's
great
been
meeting
nice.
you. And happy trails.
Yes. Get out there.
Get out there, enjoy life out here. It's beautiful out here. Smell the firs, whatever else.
Smell the moss.
Here are some mountains, East Pond Wilderness, but it looks like main Osceola is still in the cloud, unfortunately. So won't be able to get that view. But this is pretty, right, Riley?
Yes, it is. Stunning out.
Stunning. Glad we got this view.
It's warm. Spring's
I love spring. Spring's like my favorite season.
I get faster as I go. There you go. Now I can follow up the right way this time.
Yeah. Follow the arrows.
I don't think this is much better, to be honest.
Yeah, it's fun. There's East Peak.
About to get to the peak. Restarting.
Re-summit the mountain. Congratulations on your second summit of this mountain. Hey, you grab onto the tree. I use my elbow because holding the camera. Oh, still a gorgeous view as ever, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Hello. How are you? Good.
From East Osceola, no.
Capture these like 3 seconds of view from the peak right here. There's actually a mountain up out there in case you didn't know.
It's clearing. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Really, I like camping. Oh, good. I thought it was more challenging than
Yeah.
We're looking forward to Mount Washington.
I would turn off too high or turn back on too high randomly with the fish tail. Like, oh.
You can even see East Osceola from here.
Yeah, little salty stuff sounds good.
Salty stuff.
Yeah,
It comes in its own cup.
exactly.
Tri-pyramids are out towards that way.
Call it Montown.
Look at the mountain lights coming out.
You can almost see Tri-pyramid now. Pretty sure it's Tri-pyramid right over there.
Another one. You guys make a cute couple.
Clouds above us are darker though,
It's kind of a cool look.
I don't own any of it, but I always say,
but you can see the valley.
you know,
Heading down the mountain. I've been seeing a lot of people on the way up. So popular day, and it's not even 11 o'clock, so there's still plenty of day left, and we have plans for the rest of that day. We are going to slide over to Wambach, but I think we'll be saving that for a part 2 tomorrow, in tomorrow's video. So, right out there, you can make out Tecumseh, which we climbed yesterday. I didn't have a great of a view from, but there it is, Mount Tecumseh. There's the view that was socked in earlier. Now we have the blue sky again. Let's go. Beautiful out here. Look at this, the sun's even out. Absolutely amazing. The only reason why we left Riley up at the top is because we have a prior commitment with somebody else who you might recognize, and we're hopefully going to run into them, this person, at Wambach. So I'll leave you guessing to who that might be, since I don't think I'm going to record that section for today. You gotta wait till tomorrow. Put your guesses in the comments. But Riley was so sweet. She let me film her. I always ask before I film anybody, of course. And she was just a stranger, and we started talking, like, and you know, when you put two backpackers or two hikers together and you start talking, you already know you have a similar interest, so you normally can hold on a conversation like that. So it was beautiful. And Riley, if you're watching this, I do hope to see you again. She kind of reminds me of myself a little bit, actually a lot bit, that she does solo traveling and solo adventures, just on the spur of the moment, a little spontaneous sometimes. She said it was her favorite part of the hike. You know, thru hikers think like that too. Going downhill, out of the wind, back to your car or to town. That's a good part of the hike. But you go. She was doing awesome out there. And there's the quarter-mile sign. Those signs really tell you when you're getting close. When you're within a quarter mile. I had no idea we were that close already. Well, hiking really does amazing things. So happy right now. And I'm reminded with the sunshine and the view that came out, and the person who I was talking to today, and the person I'm hopefully about to meet again, people care. about each other, even if you're strangers. And I also still have people in my life, if you guys too, that is plenty of reason to be happy. And listen to these birds, feel the warm sun. We warmed up pretty quickly. It's not raining yet, and the view opened up for us. See, amazing things can happen to those who are a little patient sometimes. So that ends our, what mountain are we hiking? Our hike today up this mountain, whose name escapes me right now. No, not Oconee. Whatever. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Wait to see who the surprise guest is. Always remember to embrace the journey and happy trails. It's Mount Osceola. Osceola. That's what it was. And we did this hike in less than 6 hours. I did not think I would be that fast. Especially in the whites. Maybe it's because we're fresh. I don't know. But I'm pretty surprised at the speed that we did that today. As always, thanks for coming along, y'all. See you then. See you next time. And don't forget to comment those prayer requests if you have them. Remember when I asked those on the way up. So if you have them, ask me for some prayers. I would love to pray for you.